have some tea.
But sir, please, listen to me. Please, sir.
Where is Abhay Charanday's office?
It's only because of Bijoy and company. Invest some money, you'll make some. Yes.
Oh my.
Abhay Charanday's office?
Huh?
Abhay Charanday's office.
Abhay Charan?
Yes.
Abhay is there.
Yes, you'll get it.
Abhay,
Yes, sir.
someone is here for you.
Arey, Dr. Kaka, surprise, namaskar.
Namaskar, namaskar. God bless you.
So, what brings you here?
I want to tell you something in private. Let's sit somewhere.
Yes, certainly, let's go. Come.
Listen, son. I hope you know my business is expanding because the products are so popular. My business needs someone who can take care of it.
I don't understand.
My company and I need a person who's competent and close to me. I think you have both qualities.
Kaka, I don't know anything about your business at all.
Leave that to me. From today, I'm happy to have you as my manager.
Kaka, thank you. You considered me fit. But I'm sorry. I don't want to take up a job.
But you're like my son. Don't think of it as a job.
Kaka, I want to be independent. I'm happy in my business.
But Abhay, don't decide so quickly. Take some time, think, and then answer. My laboratory and I need somebody like you. I'm going. But I will wait for you. Gorman Babu, namaskar.
Bose Babu, namaskar. What brings you here?
I went to your shop. It was closed, so I thought you'd be here.
Yes, please sit. I hope you have time for that.
Yes, of course. I came to meet you.
It's nice. You remembered me. Tell me, what can I do for you?
A small thing that concerns Abhay.
Abhay, what about him?
My business has expanded so much. It's difficult to manage. I need someone close to me. Gorman Babu. My wish is that Abhay manages my laboratory.
Bose Babu? Abhay, a manager? Is he capable?
Leave that to me. But you convince him. Gorman Babu. Both Abhay and I will benefit. He'll learn something and have a career as well.
Bose Babu, why not talk to him?
I spoke to him, but he thinks it's laboring. Now you try.
All right, I'll try. Let me speak to Abhay. Gaurango took his medicine?
Yes, Baba, he did. He's resting now.
He ate anything?
No, Baba, he didn't take.
Arey Abhay,
Yes, Baba. Coming.
come my son. Prasad is getting cold. Sit. Very nice cooking. Abhay's mother used to cook like this. Abhay,
Yes.
I met Mr. Bose today.
Yes. He met me too.
I was surprised when he said that he wants you to be his laboratory manager.
Baba, it may be manager, but it's still a job.
Why do you think it's a job, Abhay? He's like a relative. You'll have a career. You'll be earning some money. What's wrong with that?
Baba, I can also earn money by doing my own business.
Abhay, managing such a big company Do you think it's a small job? Listen, son. Now it's just two of you. But after some time, there'll be more responsibilities, more expenses. Abhay, if you want to free me from anxiety, then say yes. Huh?
Ghosh Babu,
Yes, sir.
what is this? Is this your responsibility or mine?
Mine, sir.
I won't tolerate any sloppy work. Understand?
Sir,
What?
someone's come to see you.
Who is it?
Abhay Charan Dey, sir.
Abhay? Abhay? Abhay beta?
Namaskar, Kaka.
Namaskar, namaskar. So nice to see you. Namaskar. Let's go in and talk. It's good that you came. I was thinking about you.
How's your health?
All right. Not so bad. Come and sit down. How is your father?
Yes, he's fine. He sends his regards.
So what did you think?
Yes, Kaka. I have decided to work for you. But I'm not.
You don't worry about that. I'll teach you everything. Come. I'll show you around. Come. This is Mukhopadhyay Babu, our personal assistant, Abhay Charan Dey. This is Ghosh Babu, our accountant. Mr. Sarkar, our sales supervisor. Come. This is Munshiji. This is the typist, Ganguly Babu. And Chattopadhyay Babu, our lab in charge. From today, Abhay Charan Dey is our company manager here. Come, I'll show you a lab.
Hey Babu Moshai, is everything alright with you?
Hey, don't taunt Ghosh Babu. Can't you see he's already upset?
I am not upset at all. All I'm worried about is the company. This 24-year-old boy. How is he going to manage our company? He has no experience. Since he's his friend's son, he made him the manager. Arey Baba, all I'm worried about is the company. Arey Abhay Babu, namaskar, namaskar. Please sit, please sit. Here, please sit. Don't look at my face. Go and get some water. Abhay Babu, I will tell you everything about the working of the company. Everything in detail.
Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Brothers, the British are trying to rule us and are looting our country. They buy raw materials from us at very low prices and then they make them into finished goods and sell them back to us at very high prices. We should give up using these goods. We must boycott using these goods. Boycott British 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 goods. Vande Mataram. 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 Vande Mataram.
Babu, can I ask something?
Yes, ask.
Babu, there is something I can't understand.
What's that? No, here, press here.
Babu, if we just burn all the British goods or don't buy their products, will the British leave India? Did we invite them to come to our country? They took over by force and are now ruling.
But Gaurango, I also know this. Just try to understand Gandhiji's viewpoint. You see, non-violence is not very difficult to maintain. But when it comes to organize large-scale resistance, it requires much more strength.
I accept that, Babu. That's all right. But burning all these clothes, Babu, that I don't understand.
Gaurango, come. Let me explain.
Come sit.
Actually, the British simply came here for business. They take raw materials from our country and process it there. Then they send it back to us. Now you see, if we do not accept their goods, then their whole business will be spoiled. Then after that, what will they do here? They will have to leave India. And Gandhiji also wants that. And then our country will become the pioneer of spirituality for the whole world. Now since humanity is engaged in wholesale warfare, then our first duty is to show the path of peace and non-violence.
That is all right, Abhay. But keep it in mind that they are ruling us. They can certainly make us buy whatever they want to.
That's why. Therefore, Baba, we have to be strong. So that we don't surrender to them. And Gandhiji also wants us to become independent. When we achieve that, we'll make what we need. What could be better than that? But Baba, what I fear is that we might follow the British system even after achieving independence and remain under their influence. Because even now there are some people around Gandhiji who are very much influenced by the British.
So, Dada Babu, does this mean after they go, we will still be influenced by their ways?
Maybe.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
You want to say something, Krishna Kinkar?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Speak.
We just heard some bad news from Dhaka.
Bad news? What?
Well, Goswami Maharaj was unable to give the lecture because he was not feeling well. Therefore, Parmeshwar Brahmachari had to give the lecture instead. In his lecture there, he started to chastise a popular religious group with cutting words. When they heard this, the crowd became very angry and immediately broke the pandal apart.
Really? Then what did Parmeshwar Brahmachari say?
He said that the sadhus were simply interested in cheating people. He also told the people in the assembly that those sadhus had no spiritual knowledge. They are only interested in money. Instead of teaching about spiritual knowledge, they are simply stealing.
Wow. Wow. Parmeshwar Brahmachari has really done a very great service indeed. This is very good news. But you think it's bad?
But Srila Prabhupada, the people of Dhaka are very angry. And now it will be difficult to preach there.
This is their misfortune. They deviate from truth. But when someone shows them the right way, instead of becoming happy, they get angry. Actually, every preacher is very much like a doctor. He treats spiritual disease. And when he sees that the person who is treating is not a doctor, then it is his primary duty to go and warn the patient, to tell him that he is not receiving the right treatment. One who preaches is not an actor, but a spiritual doctor. His treatment may be painful, but it is beneficial. Therefore, the patient should bear the pain, because it is the best thing for his health. Go and write a letter to Parmeshwara, saying I am very pleased with his preaching. Go.
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
What's this?
A TA bill.
I know that. But where are the details? I told you yesterday that unless you put down all the details, I'm not going to sign it. Didn't I tell you?
So I'm lying. This means that everyone is lying. No one went anywhere and I am making a false bill. That means no one in the office is working at all, huh? You are the only one in the office who's working. We are all good for nothing.
Look, Ghosh Babu, don't shout. I know who is doing which work here. But what I want to know who is going to which place for what work on which date. I want all those details with the bills and tickets. That is a TA bill.
Where can I get all those details from?
Ghosh Babu,
Yes, Bose Babu.
come in please.
Yes, sir. Now I'll get it signed by Dr. Bose himself. Yes, Bose Babu?
What is going on outside?
Bose Babu, from the day the boy has come here, the whole office has been harassed by him. He has no manners and does not even know how to speak to older people. I asked him for his signature on the TA bill, but he is asking for the details. This immature boy is trying to teach us how to work in this office. Now you please judge.
Ghosh Babu, please sit. Don't see who is saying. Just see what he is saying. Ghosh Babu, this immature boy you mentioned has taken a company to new heights in no time at all. You know, and you should be happy about it. Why are you getting so angry? He is working for our benefit. Don't bring your false ego into such petty matters. Work with love for each other. Ghosh Babu, those who give respect also get respect. Please, give him the details. One more thing. Please cooperate. Go. Namaskar.
Abhay Babu, my apologies.
Are, Mr. Ghosh, what are you saying?
You are correct and I am wrong. Tomorrow I'll submit all the details.
Ghosh Babu, please call me just Abhay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have you packed everything, Betty?
Yes, Baba.
Are you sure you have everything?
Yes, Baba.
Even if you have forgotten anything, I will send it to you. Close it. Close the case carefully, huh? Gorongo! Take the luggage.
Yes, Babu. Bahuma, are you ready?
Carefully, huh? Betty, look what I brought for you.
Jagannath ji.
Yes. You must keep them with you.
Yes, Baba.
They'll always protect you. Huh?
Arey Babu! Abhay Babu's here!
All right, all right. Come, Betty. Let's go.
So big, so beautiful. buy me a house like this one? Listen, can you do that for me?
Yes, yes. Yes, yes, I will buy one for you. Arey bhai, drive carefully.
Next time I go to my father's house, I'll go in a car. You must get me one.
Yes, yes, all right.
They have already arrived. Abhay and Radha have come. Come. Tapan, come and get the luggage, please. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. How are you?
We're fine.
Come,
Yes, Baba.
come inside. Come in, Abhay. Take her inside. Come, Abhay, come. Yes, sit. Is Gaur Mohan Babu well?
He's fine. He sends his regards.
Oh, good. Please send him my pranams as well.
Definitely.
Here, take some water.
All right, Baba. I must go now.
So soon? Please stay a while, then you can go.
Actually, I have some work to do. I'll come again.
Beti Radha, Abhay is going now.
Pranam, Baba.
God bless you, my son.
You're going?
Yes, I have to go. But I'll come back later. Take care.
Listen, I hope you've not forgotten.
What?
Oh, you forgot already.
What?
About the big house and the motor car.
Oh, yes, I remember.
I hope you had a pleasant journey.
Yes, by the Lord's mercy.
Guru Maharaj, please sit here.
Your Highness, this throne is only for you. I will sit here. Please sit. Where is the prince?
Bhim Singh,
Yes, Maharaj.
please tell the prince that Guru Maharaj is here.
All right.
Why are you standing?
Guru Maharaj,
Don't hesitate. Please sit.
Guru Maharaj, I am greatly indebted to you. Just because of your training, my son has become worthy to rule the kingdom.
It is the mercy of the Lord.
Rajkumar,
Guru Maharaj,
Hare Krishna. Please sit. Your father is very pleased with you.
all by your mercy, Guru Maharaj.
When you are ruling the kingdom, I hope you won't forget your Guru Maharaj.
Guru Maharaj, you have taught us. Nothing belongs to us. Everything is the Lord's.
Are you fully convinced about this?
Actually, Guru Maharaj, I was already convinced when you told me that this chair, this table, this palace was made by someone. The earth, the sky, the mountains, this universe and everyone are made by someone. He is the creator, the maintainer and the destroyer of everything.
Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Today I can see my teachings have not gone in vain. Now your responsible son is worthy of becoming the ruler.
this is all by your mercy. I'm expecting some guests. Beta,
Yes, Father.
Guru Maharaj will take rest. Please take him upstairs.
Yes, Father.
Please get ready. Some guests are coming.
As you wish, Father.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Scandalous. Look at this place. No cars, no carriages, no trams, no people.
I've never seen anything like it, sir. Not a single Indian clerk showed his face in court today.
In my 20 years as a judge, I've never had to close court due to lack of staff. It's ridiculous. What did they call this strike for anyway?
I believe it's in protest at the Prince of Wales' visit to India, sir.
Fiddlesticks. Hardly an excuse to grind Calcutta to a halt, is it?
It seems we're in for a spot of trouble, sir.
What? Sergeant, just hop out and see what they want, will you?
Yes, sir. Should we go, sir?
All right, Sergeant, come back. We'll go another way.
Yes, sir.
Behind you, Sergeant!
बैठिए.
What time do you make it, Roland?
About 10 to 3, sir.
Well, I hope it's not one of those Indian affairs where they put so much chili in the curry that you're stuck in the water closet all night.
Well, one thing is for certain, sir. There'll be no meat on the menu. The Maharaj is a strict vegetarian.
What, no meat? What does he think we are, rabbits?
Hare Krishna.
Well, look at that fellow. He's completely bald.
Well, not completely, sir.
Oh, you mean the ponytail? I say, what a bizarre hairstyle. Who is that chap in there?
Must be one of the guests of the Maharaja.
Some Indian fakir.
What a funny lot these Indians are. They fall over each other to worship these parasites.
That's true.
Well, they think that they get some merit in the next life if they serve those parasites.
That is the whole problem. They worry so much about their supposed next life while they're busy wallowing in the gutters in this one. Absolute piffle.
Your confident tone of voice suggests that you are well acquainted with the finer precepts of Indian philosophical thought. However, it is stated by the wise that a fool remains undetected only until he opens his mouth. It is improbable, rather impossible, that conceited imbeciles with their paralyzing stupidity will ever be able to appreciate the profound culture that leads to transcendental reality. It is the base nature of man that impels him to jeer and scorn those lofty principles that his limited intelligence cannot comprehend. You would do well, gentlemen, to take these words to heart.
Gurudev, am I interrupting something?
Not in the least. I was just taking the liberty of educating your noble guests in some finer points of etiquette. I felt it was my duty. After all, they are the honored guests of your highness.
छोटे बाबू जी, मैनेजर बाबू, ये लेटर्स टाइप करवा कर जल्द से जल्द भिजवा दीजिएगा, ठीक है? अच्छा, शाम तक भिजवा दो तो ठीक रहेगा। नहीं, अभी इसी वक्त। अच्छा, ठीक है, भेजता हूँ। मुंशी जी, देखिए मैंने ये सब बिल्स तैयार कर रखे हैं, आप जरा इसका हिसाब लिख लीजिए, मैं बाद में बाबू
Aha, Gorman Babu. Namaskar.
Namaskar, boss Babu.
Come. What can I do for you?
Where is Abhay?
He's there. Please sit. I'll get him. What's wrong?
Yes, sir.
Please call Abhay.
All right, sir.
What's the matter?
Abhay Babu, Boss Babu is calling you. It seems your father is here.
Baba, I'm coming back. Hey, Baba, you?
Abhay. Beta.
What's the matter?
Abhay. You become a father, my son.
Abhay. Ramu, go buy some rasgullas and distribute them. Even I have become a grandfather. Congratulations, Gorman.
Gorman Babu, come in. God bless you. Go and see your son. He's very beautiful. Tapan, get some rasgullas. Aye, please, sit.
Everything is alright?
Yes, everything is
Where's Radharani?
She's inside.
Is she alright?
Yeah, in the pink of it. By the grace of God, you have become a grandfather now.
And you too.
How are you, Radha?
Fine.
Good boy.
I hope the baby's alright.
Yeah, he's fine. Why don't we go and see our grandson? Huh? Come.
Beautiful boy, huh?
Congratulations! You have got a son.
Your son will be a devotee of Lord Krishna. But I will name him Abhay Charan. How do you like that?
Abhay Charan? Abhay Charan. It's a beautiful name.
Hey Prabhu, I, your servant, is offering my only son at your lotus feet. Let him serve you, O Lord, as your servant.
Just watch. Wait and see, wait and see.
Good was the money, I think.
Yes, now I got what the money.
He's a businessman, son. He'll go for the money. Just watch, just watch.
I'm sure about the prediction. What did he go to?
He's the money.
चलो बाबा
Babu, Dada Babu's here. With Bahuma and the child.
Oh, I got so carried away in my thoughts. Abhay, come, my son, come. God bless you, God bless you. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Oh, come. Let's go to the temple and offer obeisances to the deities. Come. Oh, so beautiful. Come, this way. Oh. Come, this way. Put him there.
Namaskar, Manager Babu.
Are Naren, come sit. Where have you been? I don't see you much now.
Abhay, I'm in front of you.
All right, give me a minute. Ramu?
Yes, sir.
Give this to Mr. Sarkar.
All right, sir.
And listen.
Yes, sir.
Bring some water.
All right, sir.
So, work is over?
My work keeps going on. So, what is it?
Can you please come with me?
Where?
I want you to meet someone. No.
Who?
A great personality. Rupen and I already met him.
Who is he?
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, a sadhu.
No, Baba, no. I'm very sorry. I don't want to meet with any kind of sadhu.
Abhay, I insist that you please come with me. The person I'm talking about is no ordinary sadhu. He is very learned. He has come from Mayapur. He is staying here in Ulte Danga.
I have a lot of work to do. I'll see him another time.
That's strange. Being so religious, you don't want to come and see a sadhu?
Naren, if he's a sadhu, tell me what is he doing in Calcutta? I've seen a lot of sadhus. I'm not interested in them.
Abhay, I know that. But this one is different. Please come and meet him and give us your opinion. Come on, Abhay.
All right then. But only for 5 minutes, huh?
All right, Baba. Only for 5 minutes. But please come.
All right, let's go. Ghosh Babu, I'll be back.
No problem. I'll be here.
Let's go.
All right.
Supreme benefactors such as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his disciples never came before, are not present, and will not come again. Materialistic things may seem to be beneficial, but ultimately they all are harmful to mankind. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his disciples are giving benefits that will deliver mankind from material existence. These benefits are not confined to one country or race, but are meant for the whole world. Therefore, the propagation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings is our prime responsibility. You are educated. Why don't you propagate the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Who, me?
Yes, you. Go and spread the message all over the world. This is our primary duty.
I beg your pardon. But who is going to listen to us in today's world? When every Indian is fighting for independence, first India must be freed from the British.
You are correct. Freeing the country is also our duty. But not the main duty. What do you think? By gaining independence for India, you are going to become free? The politicians may change, but politics will remain. The independence which I'm referring to is not dependent upon politics or geography. Everything in the material world is temporary. Only Krishna consciousness is eternal. The rules and regulations made by man will never be beneficial for mankind. The Vedic Shastra maintains this conclusion. When human beings consider their material bodies and the land of their birth to be worshipable, they fall into an illusion. And all the leaders in this world will not allow them to overcome this illusion. All living beings, not just humans, are servants of Lord Krishna. Thus, the ultimate goal of mankind is to understand this reality and explain it to others. Krishna Bhakti is independent of everything, including petty Indian politics. Preaching of Krishna Bhakti is so important that it cannot wait for anything. That is why educated young men like yourselves should try to understand and explain it to others. This is very important. All right, we will end the class here for today. Hare Krishna. Now everyone please chant with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So, Abhay, what do you think?
Yes, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings are in the right hands.
Yes. So you were touched by what he said?
Yes, I must go and see him again. Now I'm thinking of taking initiation. Ani? Wow, brothers are beating brothers.
What do you think? By gaining independence for India, you are going to become free? The politicians may change, but politics will remain. The independence which I am referring to is not dependent upon politics or geography. Krishna Bhakti is independent of everything, including petty Indian politics. Preaching of Krishna Bhakti is so important that it cannot wait for anything.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Namaskar.
Hare Krishna.
Namaskar. May I see your Guru Maharaj, please?
I'm sorry you are too late. Guru Maharaj already left here for Jagannath Puri early this morning.
Oh.
He will be back in about 2 weeks. Come.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Please sit here.
Krishna Krishna,
I'll just bring you some prasad.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Thank you.
Please take some prasad.
Yes. Your Gurudev is very learned. I was touched by his words yesterday. That is why I came to see him.
Yes, our Guru Maharaj is not only very learned, but he is humble, tolerant and very kind. He is also very determined to spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As a result of his father's prayer to Lord Jagannath, our Guru Maharaj made his appearance. Actually, his father started this movement.
I heard his father was a deputy magistrate.
Yes, that is correct. In fact, his name was Kedarnath Datta. He later took initiation and became Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
These days you don't see many educated people who fully take to Vaishnavism. Just because of English education, they have started to turn against their own culture.
Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur not only became a Vaishnav, but by removing all misconceptions caused by blind superstition, he was able to re-establish Vaishnavism. In order to establish the glorious Vedic culture, he fought like a valiant warrior against all opposition to establish the supremacy of the pure teaching of the Vedas. Our Gurudev came to continue his mission.
Abba, your health is not very good. Where are you planning to go?
It is true my health is bad, but I will have to go to the Brahman Sabha.
No, Baba, I will not let you go anywhere.
Bimal Prasad, the invitation to the Brahman Sabha is not just an invitation, but is a challenge to me. Because today we have to decide among Vaishnava and Brahman who is the greater. Therefore, in order to defeat me, the Brahmanas there have assembled many great scholars. If I don't go there, they will think that Bhaktivinoda Das is a coward. He is afraid of his defeat. My going there is essential. Bimla Prasad, I will go.
No, Baba. If your going is so important, then I will go.
You?
Why, Baba? Don't you have confidence in me?
Yes, I have confidence in you. But there?
Baba, Guru Maharaj's and your mercy is upon me. I am prepared to confront all the scholars of this world in order to establish the supremacy of Gaudiya Vaishnava teachings. Baba, just give me your blessings.
Then go, Bimala Prasad. My blessings are with you. Become victorious.
Namaskar.
Bimla Prasad Babu, please come. You came alone? Thakur Bhaktivinoda didn't come?
Baba is unwell, therefore he has sent me here.
Not well? Why? What happened to him?
Nothing serious. Are all the guests here?
Yes. But they will all become very greatly disappointed, Vimal Babu, when they hear that Bhakti Vinod isn't coming. Misfortune. Come, please be seated.
Did you hear?
What?
Bhakti Vinod Thakur is not coming. His son has come instead of him.
He was the main obstacle, thank God.
No. What obstacle? He did not come out of here. See, so many great scholars have assembled here.
Bhakti Vinod Thakur is no less. He is so learned that all the great scholars are afraid of his scholarship. If he had come, that would have been great fun. Anyway, let's listen to him.
Let's go.
Namaskar.
Sajjano, our assembly is about to begin. Dear respected members of the assembly, we are very grateful that you have graced this occasion today. Learned scholars, I am sure that you are aware that this assembly has been organized for the purpose of removing the conflict between the Brahmanas and the Vaishnavas. The main speaker of this assembly today, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, could not come because of his illness. However, his son, Sri Bimla Prasad, has come instead of him, who will represent his father today. We begin the assembly with his speech. Vimal Babu, please come.
Namaskar. My father, Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur, could not be present here because of ill health. I hope you will allow me to speak in his absence. From the Himalaya mountains in the north of India to Kanyakumari in the south, this holy land of Bharat is meant for the path of spiritual progress and realization. And those who guide the spiritual path are known as Brahmanas. It has been mentioned in Mahabharata. What to speak of human beings? Even the demigods offer their obeisances. Brahmanas are equal to fire. They are so powerful that if they want, they can burn this earth to ashes. As a result of their curse, the ocean waters become salty and we can't drink it. Brahmans are like great worshipable devas to us. By the mercy of Brahmins, the demigods reside in heaven. Brahmanas' learned words never go in vain. When Brahmins feel pleasure, the demigods are pleased. The status of the Brahmins is the highest in the world. Therefore, we see, by material calculation, there is no doubt that Brahmins are best among men. However, higher than this is the position of Vaishnav. Because a Vaishnav is liberated from birth and death. They are free because they have surrendered to Lord Vishnu. One who surrenders unto Lord Vishnu is released from the bondage of material nature. So the position of such a person is extremely elevated and is even higher than those who are situated in the mode of goodness. Those souls who have this deep understanding are extremely rare and are called Vaishnava. Even a person in the mode of goodness cannot understand this, but it is a fact that a man, regardless of how good or pure he may be, is unable to attain the position of a Vaishnava unless he surrenders to Lord Vishnu. This is the highest truth. Therefore come, let us all surrender unto Lord Vishnu.
So you started crying, Abhay?
I have found the goal of my life. From today, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is my spiritual master. From now on, I will follow the footsteps of my Guru and spend my entire life in spreading the teachings of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
You seem to be so worried today.
Yes.
Is everything all right?
No.
माधव बहुत मिन्नते करो तो माधव बहुत मिन्नते करो तो दे तुलसी तिल हे देह समर्पिल दया जानी ना छोड़ो विमोय माधव बहुत मिन्नते करो तो माधव बहुत मिन्नते करो तो दे तुलसी तिला ए देह समर्पिला दया जानी ना छोड़ विमोय माधव बहुत मिन्नते करो तो गणित दोष गुण लेश न पाववी गणित दोष गुण लेश न पाववी तुहु जब करव विचार
गणित दोष गुण लेस न पावबी तू जब करव विचार
तू जगन्नाथ जगत कहायसे तू जगन्नाथ जगत कहायसे जग बाहिर नह छार किए मानुष पशु पक्षी जन्मिए किए मानुष पशु पक्षी जन्मिए अथवा कीट पतंग कर्म विपाके गतागति केवल मति रहु तुआ पर संग
भनय विद्यापति अतिशय कातर तरयित यह भव सिंधु
तू आपद पल्लव करि अवलंबन तिलय कदह दीनबंधु तिलय कदह दीनबंधु तिलय कदह दीनबंधु
Come. After a long time, I enjoyed the bhajan. You played the mridanga very well. Sit. Thank you, thank you.
You want some water?
No. What is the matter, Abhay? You came early today? Is everything all right?
Yes, Baba. Everything is all right. Baba, I want to tell you something.
Yes, yes. Speak.
Baba, the other day I met a person. Seeing him, my life has changed.
All right. Who is he?
Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Oh, Bhakti Vinod Thakur's son.
Yes, Baba.
Aha.
I have accepted him as my Guru Maharaj. Baba, now I will follow in his footsteps and spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
That is wonderful, my son. It has always been my dream that you get such a learned Guru. And by the mercy of the Lord, it has come true.
Yes, Baba. Therefore, I want to give up my job.
Give up your job?
Yes, Baba. But what about your family?
That is also your duty.
I know, Baba. I will also do that. I will do business.
But Abhay, business will take some time to settle. And we will also need money.
Baba, you used to say that Krishna will always help those who are sincere and follow the right path. Krishna will show the path. Don't worry, Baba. Pray to the Lord that I am successful. Please bless me, Baba.
Krishna will fulfill your desires, beta. Krishna will fulfill your desires.
Is there some problem? Did someone say something? Why do you want to leave me?
Something. But Kaka, what I want to do cannot be achieved while doing this job.
Abhay, I have told you so many times that this is not a job. Why do you consider this to be a job?
But Kaka, I have to spend time here.
What is it you want to do?
Kaka, I want to spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which I cannot do while I am employed.
That's correct, Abhay. But you should do something. What will you do?
Kaka, I want to do something of my own, where the time and will is mine. I want to do business.
Abhay, I know you since your childhood. You're very special. I know you have become successful. When you have found your way of life, I don't want to oppose it. You said that you wanted to do business. So, son, I have thought of a good proposal for you.
Kaka,
why don't you become the sole agent of my company in North India?
Kaka, this proposal is very good. I agree.
Very well. I will prepare the contract tomorrow. I feel that Allahabad will be the best place for your head office.
Yes, Kaka. But Allahabad is so new to me.
Don't worry. I have a friend there, Ganguly Babu. I will write a letter. He'll help you out.
Thank you, Kaka. May I leave now?
Yes. Today, I want to tell you something. It is good news and also bad news. The bad news is, from today, Abhay will not be working with us. And the good news is that he will now take charge of our company in North India. Abhay, God bless you and be happy.
Please forgive me for whatever wrong I have done.
No, Kaka. You are elder to me. I'll leave now.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Take care, Ram. Namaskar. Radha. Look, Radha, please try not to worry so much. As soon as my business gets going, I'll bring everyone there. My intention is not to go and stay alone. I'll write to you as soon as I arrive. Take care of yourself and Baba. Baba will be alone. The first time I'm leaving him alone. Baba is waiting for me. Now I will leave.
Krishna, please protect my Abhay. Please make him successful. Come, let's go. Come.
Bless me, Baba.
Abhay, my dearest Abhay, please take good care of yourself. No, no, no. Take it.
Look after yourself.
Write a letter as soon as you reach.